Welcome to another preview here on RV TV of racing this weekend, and the Sydney Carnival rolls on but draws to a close in the coming weeks. And of course we've got Caulfield again on Saturday. We'll look at both meetings here with Mick Sharkie from theshark.com.au, and off the back of a good weekend last week, mate, you found us Vain Attraction and Temple of Boom.
It wasn't bad, Holmesy. I know you went out and bought a small island in the Canary Islands group, which was lovely. I hope I get invited for Christmas, but yeah, it was a good weekend and great racing this week.
Well, we expect another stellar performance from you in terms of trying to find us a couple of winners throughout the Caulfield program and the big Sydney Cup meeting in Sydney. Firstly, Caulfield, your best bet?
Yeah, I like Bonnie Mac for Mike Moroney. It's a former Kiwi mare that was over there and racing quite well, showing a bit of promise. So, like most of the horses that fit that profile for the Moroney team, quickly whipped over to Australia and with immediate success. She won really well at Ballarat. Okay, it was a lesser grade race, but she certainly has more potential than that. Steps out to 1,200 metres. I'm keen to follow her out to 1,400 and a mile, to be honest. I think she's really going to come into her own, but she's certainly good enough to get away with race 8 this weekend.
And Nicole takes a ride there. A really good association between the two at the moment, Moroney and Nicole, isn't there?
Yeah, flying along at the moment, so hopefully it continues.
What about something at each way odds at the program? You found one here middle of the afternoon. Yeah,
Bereft. Hopefully we get each way odds there, because he was an eye catcher last time at Flemington behind Magnifique Soleil. Just got back and charged home. He sort of bungled the start. He wasn't away the best that the jockey would have liked. Forced to settle back and then quickly into gear in the straight and really rounded them up late. It was an eye-catching run, as I said. Hopefully we get around that $6 mark. If we do, I think he's a terrific each-way bet because he does have some soft-track form.
Race 6, number 7 there for Peter Snowden and Chris Simons Bereft. What about something for the punters at the value? We love you finding a little bit of value for us.
Yeah, 2 Sugars in race 5 is a filly that I think is a bit better than what she's been showing of late. She's contested some group class races and didn't really show up. She was well beaten by Empress Rocket Mooney Valley at her last start. But she's fresh for this, gets back to 1,400 metres and onto soft ground, which she goes very well on. I think the class drop and just that little bit of freshness, we might be able to get a win out of her. She should be around that $15 or $16 mark.
Again for Chris Simons, that's race 4, number 5, 2 Sugars. The best from Mick Sharkie for the program at Caulfield. We can't neglect Sydney again. It's been a great carnival so far. There's been many really nice performances, again, from some of the Victorians. Again, we've got two really nice races up there on the weekend. We're going to talk about Atlantic Jewel in the All-A Stakes first. Her performance last start was just outstanding. Yeah,
it was really good. Look, she probably had to win like that to show that she'd come back well after that hamstring injury, whatever it was. She just smashed him, you know. It was exactly what you wanted to see. She absolutely carved him up, and she'll probably be doing the same on the weekend. Look, Rain Affair is going to be the one to beat. He's a very smart horse, as we know, and 1,400 metres I think will suit him. If she can catch him and doesn't get too far behind him, I guess, because he can run some slick sectionals, she should be winning that race.
There's another video on RV TV with Michael Rod, who we chatted to earlier, who said this is her biggest test to date. Is there any chinks in her armour that you can see, any vulnerability going forward?
If Rain Affair gets really cheap lead and can just lob along as he likes, he might be difficult to catch. But in saying that, he'd have to settle a long way back on Atlantic Jewel not to be able to catch her, because she can run some really slick sectionals.
That's Atlantic Jewel in the All-A Stakes, over 1,400 metres in Sydney on Saturday. And the major race, of course, is the Swept Sydney Cup, over 3,200 metres. It's a nice field of stayers. Probably looking at a Dampish track again. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the market's got it right here with Permit and Niwot. They're the two at the top of the markets, and they look the two to beat. Just leaning towards Niwot dropping back from weight for age racing. His runs in the Ramvet and the BMW have been terrific. This is a lot easier, and he's still well weighted. He's a winner at 3,200 metres, whereas Permit, a little bit of an unknown. He's certainly been impressive in coming through the Manion and the Chairmans, but I'm just leaning towards Niwot at the little bit of odds there.
Niwot in the Sydney Cup. Thanks, Mick.
Go on you, Holmesy.
Mick Sharkie from theshark.com.au with his thoughts on the program up in Sydney, the Sydney Cup meeting, and of course Caulfield here on Saturday.